I know you were talking about blocking people on Twitter. I feel like this is a good segue into talking about something that happened
Oh yeah.
just over a year ago, also with Ninja,
Mm.
where from my understanding, obviously, as somebody that only recently sort of even looked it up for this interview to talk about it, but there seemed to be just a disconnect in terms of what you guys were talking about and the way you were establishing an opinion or forming an opinion on something.
Mm.
And well, I guess, do you want to talk about what you said and then I'll
Yeah.
elaborate on
Uh,
that?
Let me think what happened. So basically, like, I said something negative about Fortnite, and it came out of frustration as a player. Like, it was, you know what I mean? And he was kind of like saying, "Hey, man, you're an influencer. Like, chill. Like you're gonna make people be negative.
Mm,
And I just was kind of like, nah, that's not it. And I can say whatever I want to say, bro. Like, stop trying to censor what I'm doing. And I think like my ego, and I'm a bit of a diva. If I'm honest with myself, like I got like an alpha side to me. I'm like, I
mm-hmm,
like to fight. I've been in a lot of fights in my life. Obviously not in my adult years really, but I was growing up, and there's like this diva in me where if someone challenges me, it's like, let's go, let's freaking go, like
mm,
let's throw it all out there. And some words got said. I blocked him. He didn't like that I blocked him. Obviously, uh, and it blew up because there's been no drama in Fortnite. Nobody fought each other.
yeah,
Everyone was pretty kind to one another, and it
mm-hmm,
was like, holy crap, Ninja and Dakotaz are literally beefing, and we were big people in
mm-hmm,
Fortnite. So, but ultimately it really wasn't a big deal. Maybe I should have been more mature about it and not so aggressive, because I think at the end of the day, Ninja meant well. I think he just, like I think he meant well with what he was saying. But I do feel like I was always like Ninja was always calling me out when a lot of people were being negative, And sometimes he would tweet out some negative stuff, and it's like, bro, come on, like let's not be a hypocrite, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, brother. And we all do it, But like,
mm-hmm,
it just got blown out of proportion.
yeah,
I wasn't mature about it, and ultimately I apologize. Among Us came around, and I got into a lobby with Ninja, and I took the opportunity to apologize to him, and because I really meant it. Like I was kind of like, shoot, man, we've been through pandemic. Things are real problems are happening. It's like, bro,
yeah,
what we did was lame. What I did was lame.
mm,
So like I wanted to make up and be nice and to him and his wife, because you know Ninja is good, and I've never had any like behind the scenes and stuff. People have always said good things about him, and he's always been nice to me behind the scenes. So it it kind of felt like I was just being a diva, which everyone calls me.
I feel as though it's really important for people to be able to listen to this kind of stuff, especially someone in the position that you're in and the position that Ninja's in, being able to understand that sometimes conflicts are going to happen, especially
Right.
in the workplace when it comes to this.
Yes.
And ultimately, there's I could see both sides of the argument when I looked at it, because from your
Hmm.
perspective, you were forming an opinion based on what was going on and how you were feeling about the game, which
Right.
is
And it was a sentence.
which is
It's not
completely,
like yeah. Sorry.
yeah, which is completely okay. You're allowed to have an opinion on something, whether or not it's good or bad. Even if you have spent hours and hours playing the game, you are completely entitled to say, "Hey, I don't enjoy the way this is feeling right now," or this is not a good game for me," because that is your opinion. And I could understand Ninja's point of view of saying, "Hey, there are a lot of people that are potentially going to be influenced by your opinion on that." But ultimately, I guess that's not your it's not your responsibility. It's difficult. It's a difficult scenario here. I'm trying to think about how I word this without coming across as being negative myself.
Hmm.
Um you can't control what other people are going to think
Right.
based off of your opinion of something, and they're
Right.
not your responsibility. However, there are ways of wording things sometimes that may help those people understand that this is your opinion and that's what
Right.
you've formulated. And I guess seeing two titans clash, I guess, in many respects, of
Hmm.
I'm not backing down, I'm not backing down, was more the interesting thing for people rather than the
Yeah.
actual point, which was
Right. No
I
one
have an
even cared.
opinion and oh, I disagree with that opinion, or like maybe you should think about how you word those opinions. So it was really nice to see you guys get together about 4 months ago on Among Us and just say, hey, we're human
Yeah, and then we
beings
won a
and
game
yeah,
as
absolutely.
imposters. It was
I
fun.
was there for that. It was nice to be live and be like, oh man, this is nice to
Yeah.
see you guys interacting, especially after you almost tried to build the drama to some degree by you watched a little clip and you were like,
Yeah, yeah,
"Ooh."
we were getting in. I knew it was gonna be fine though once I
Yeah.
got in. I knew going in there wasn't gonna be beef.
Hmm.
Cause like we really don't have that serious beef. It's not like we dislike each other, you know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
So I knew we were gonna be fine. It's just kind of like egos, mine being the worst in
Would
that
you I
situation.
was going to say what changed from then till now? Was there anything specifically that
mm,
helped you get
well,
past that
you ever been
situation?
in a situation where you're like, man, I should have maybe counted to 10 or waited a couple minutes to think about it? What happened was is I reacted irrationally,
Hmm.
and that was the culprit of just if I would have waited and thought about it, I think there'd be no beef.
Hmm.
Just just being hot-headed, I guess the word is.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you coming at me? Like, let's go. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? I know you're ninja and I know you're the biggest man on the internet, but let's go.
I've especially seen that from you playing Among Us with you as well,
Yeah,
where there
yeah,
have been moments where there's much evidence as someone throws at you. If you're in that mode where you're like, yeah, but you were coming at me, it's like it's hard
yeah.
for you to switch off of that and go, this is the evidence part of my
Right.
brain saying, oh, I should listen to what they're saying here. And you're like, no, let's go. So
I know.
that's something that I can relate
I'm an
to having
all-in
seen.
kind of guy.
Absolutely, and I think that's a commendable thing to have, especially when it comes to playing games like FPSs and stuff like that,
Mm,
where you can make a decision and run with it.
right.
When it comes to real life and being in those
It's
situations where
not good.
where you might need to take those 10 seconds, like you said, I think
Oh my
it
god.
can be a bit of a downfall sometimes.
Big time.
Um,
And also another thing I learned is like Ninja was ultimately right. Like we are influencers, but like
mm,
you said, people do think for themselves, you know. But like we should still be careful what we say. But like I
absolutely.
will to this day be like, bro, I said Fortnite was hot trash. Changed my mind. That was my tweet.
Hmm.
It wasn't that bad. Like you know what I mean? It was like I made some like quick little jab at Fortnite and just turned into something ridiculous. So
I think the and again, just the way of me reading it, you saying change my opinion or change my mind on it was actually you inviting discussion on the topic and saying like, what is it you like about Fortnite? What is it
actually
you
I said
don't?
it. Is the word rhetorical?
Mm-hmm.
I said it rhetorically
Okay,
because you can't change my mind.
got
Like
you.
it was,
Okay,
I
there's
said
the
it
ego
as
then.
in, yeah, I said it kind of like, I was like, change my mind because you can't. Like, you
Got
know what I
you.
mean?
See, I
Yeah,
read
so
it as
that's
you
where it was
opening
bad.
up a discussion rather than the ego
Nah, it
like
wasn't.
piling
No, it was
through
ego.
there. Oh, that's really interesting then.
Yep.
Um, what did it feel like to reconnect with someone that you'd been having this supposed beef with for so long?
It
Because
felt good.
yeah,
It felt good because it just got blown out of proportion.
mm,
I missed seeing Ninja's tweets. I missed, he's a big part of the online world and gaming. So, and he's done a lot for people that people don't think about, like, the contracts on Twitch, people making their deals. Like Ninja was the pioneer of this. He's the
mm,
reason it all happened, and he set the precedent. Is that the word? Sorry,
yeah,
I'm so bad with words.
you
Precedent
got it.
for it. So like. Like a lot of us owe a lot to Ninja because he paved the way to make us more professional. I know there's other people, but like Ninja really, his power and his reach gave streamers more credibility in the industry of other industries. Like
Mm,
McDonald's or something like whoa, streamers, we got to get them sponsor them. You know what I mean? Like not that they ever done that. I'm just saying like an example. Like other industries were taking streamers more serious. Like this is a money making thing.
mm-hmm.
These people are professional gamers. They're entertainers. And like Ninja, he showed that. Like he was on Jimmy Fallon, Ellen. So it felt bad to like it felt bad to me because I was like, I do look up to this guy, as a streamer. So it was kind of like it was good to reconnect and make good because that, and also like it never feels good to keep enemies with people.
Hmm.
You know, like it sticks with you. It's like, you know, I'd rather just be friends with everyone, me personally, like just, you know, be chill.